Well, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is Yusrani Muhammad, but you can call me Chika. And now I will present my material about a sample tree. A sample tree. To get the full feel of tree drawing, let's do a sample tree. The sentence we'll draw is look. The man from Brazil found books of poems in the puddle. The man and from Brazil and found books of poems and in the puddle and. Next, and most importantly, we have to identify what modified words and whether that modification is an adjective, complement, or specifier. This is for us the most difficult and tedious step, but it is also the most important. You will get better at the with practice. You can use the test with development above checking, coordination, etc. to determine whether the modifier is complete, adjacent, and specific. Look 170. The modifies man as a specifier. Brazil modifies from as a complement. From Brazil modifies man and as adjective. Poems modifies of as a complement. Of poems modifies books as a complement. Books of poem modifies found as a complement. The modifies puddle as a specifier. The puddle modifies in is a complement, and in the puddle modifies found is an adjective. There are two nouns in the sentence that aren't modified by anything Brazil and poems. Let's do this next. Even though they are modified by anything, they get the full X bar structure with NP, N, N. This is because the rules are not optimal. We can see the sample tree for 172 in P on M. Poems NP and N. NP to D, NP to N, N to N. There are two nouns in the sentence that aren't modified by anything Brazil and poems. Let's do this next. Even though they are modified by anything, they get the full X bar structure with NP, N. This is because the rules are not optimal. We can see the sample tree for 172 in P on M. Poems NP and N. NP to D, NP to N, N to N. There are two more nouns in the sentence, man and books. But if you look carefully at our list of modification 170, you will see that they are modified by PPS. So in order to do them, we have to first build our PPS. There are these PAs in the sentence and hence there's PPS. Each of them takes one of the NPS. We have built a complement. The object or preposition are always complement. That means that they are sister to P and doctor of P1. Look at the sample tree 173. PP to P1, P1 to NP, P1 to P, NP to N, and 1 to N. And the next, PP to P1, P1 to P, P1 to NP, NP to N, 1, and 1 to N. And the next, PP to P1, P1 to P, NP to NP, and NP to D, NP to N1, and 1 to N. Now that we generate our PPS, we'll go back to the two remaining NPS. Let's first observe that the PP in the paddle does not modify an N. It modifies the phi phone, so it is not attached in the state. Now turn to the N books. This N is modified by of forms a complement. That means that the PP will be the sister to the N head and the doctor of N. Again, make sure you apply a 3-layer of structure. And next we can see the sample tree for 174. Finally, we have the NP, the man from Brazil. From Brazil modifies man as an adjective. This means there has to be a sister to N and a doctor of N. This will necessary an extra layer of structure. Note the difference between this NP and books of forms. The terminal is a specifier, which is a doctor of XP and a sister to X. We can see the sample tree 175. Now we turn to the PP. The full form has two modifiers. Books of form is a complement, and in the paddle is an adjunction. You should always start with the complement and then follow with the adjunction, because complement are closer to the head. Remember, complement are sister to phi and adjunction to phi1. Notice the complement NP, which is closer to the head, is attached lower than the adjunction PP. We can see the sample tree for 170. Last but not least, we apply the S rule and then check the tree again, the X bar rule, making sure that everything is attached. There are no crossing line means adjunction or sister to a bar level, complement are sister to head, and finally every head has at least an X, X1 and xp on top of it. We can see the sample tree 177. Each tree will be different, of course, but with practice and M.pd you will develop the skill quite easily. And the next ideas, rule and contract interaction in this chapter. Specifier sister to x1, doctor of xp. Adjunction sister to x1, doctor to doctor of x1. Complement sister to x, doctor of x1. And head, the word given the category of the press. One replacement, replace an note with one. Do so replacement, replace v1 with do so. Specific rule xp to yp x1 or xp to x1 to yp. And just rule x1 to x1 zp or x1 to zp x1. Complement rule x1 to x yp or x1 to yp wpx. Additional rules s1 to c s2 np pp, xp to xp conjunction xp, and x1 to x1 conjunction x1, x1 to x conjunction x. Parameterization in idea that R is safe possibility in terms of structure, such as the option in the X-bar framework, and people acquiring a language choose from among the possibilities. Well, I think that's all, and thank you very much for attention, and assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.